Ali, and welcome to Pacific Pulse from the world-famous waters of Palau. I'm Clement Paligaru. Coming up, taking the plunge with jellyfish in Palau. And something to make you salivate. We serve up a traditional Samoan umu. Who wants to swim with jellyfish? You'd be crazy to want to be anywhere near them. At the very least, you're likely to be badly stung. And some varieties are dangerous enough to kill you, except in Palau. For thousands of visitors to tiny Palau, a trip to Jellyfish Lake is a must, even if it means having to trek up a hill and then down to reach the landlocked natural wonder. This is where they get to do the unthinkable, snorkel and hang out with jellyfish.
Jellyfish Lake is a saltwater lake filled with millions of jellyfish called Mastigius papa et pisoni. It's a unique lake and it's also a unique jellyfish. That jellyfish is only found in that lake. It's safe to swim with these jellyfish. It has a very, very mild sting. So you can swim in here and swim in this lake with all these jellyfish around you and not feel the pain of a sting. And that makes it pretty fun to swim in jellyfish without feeling the pain. And swimming through these pulsating jelly-like organisms is an experience that everyone will find thrilling. About 20,000 years ago, water came into this lagoon, and as that water came in, larvae of animals such as the jellyfish came in with the water. So about 20,000 years ago that was happening, and since then these jellyfish have been found in the lake, and through the isolation, because it's completely landlocked, it started evolving and changing the way it behaves.
Over time, the jellyfish lost its sting that once stunned and killed prey.
The reason why the jellyfish don't sting is because they evolved themselves into the marine lake where they don't need their stinger cells to catch their food, because there's nothing in there for them to feed on.
Instead, the species found an intriguing way to obtain nutrients, adding to the mystery of the lake.
They start from the east where the sun comes up and slowly migrate themselves all the way down to the west side of the island, and that's where they stop from there and then use that same energy to go down and then slowly swim all the way back to the east side, and that's their cycle every single day.
There's two reasons why they move that way. They have a daily migration. One is they have algae in their tissues, are called zooxanthellae, and these zooxanthellae need sunlight to produce nutrients that is also used by the jellyfish. So they move along with the sun, and they also turn counterclockwise so that all the algae around their bell gets enough sunlight.
It's like a mutualism symbiotic relationship. They both need each other. So the jellyfish needs that zooxanthellae, so he gives the home to that zooxanthellae. So once that zooxanthellae is inside the body of the jellyfish, he would use that to extract the sunlight and then just photosynthesize, just like the plants.
The second factor that probably makes them move this way is their natural predator that's found along the edge. It's called the Intacmea medusivora. Medusivora meaning jellyfish eater. It's an anemone that sits at the side, and when a jellyfish comes closer to it, it'll use its tentacles and sting them and immobilize them, and then they'll just swallow these jellyfish and eat them. Yeah, that's why they avoid the true edge. So they stop where the sunlight is. They don't go into the shade because the anemones are waiting there. There is a threat to the marine lakes, and it's the introduction of non-native species into this lake. The non-native species are introduced through human activity or through tourists or visitors like us who enter that Jellyfish Lake daily. There is an anemone that's in Jellyfish Lake that is a threat to Jellyfish Lake's ecosystem. It was first spotted in 2003 near the dock. That's why we think that a visitor brought in this invasive species. Local people, Palauans, should be involved in this because we're surrounded by the marine environment. Our livelihood comes from the ocean, the food we eat, the money we make comes from Jellyfish Lake. So we need more people who understand how our marine environment works so that we can keep it pristine. We do have a shortage of local scientists. We should have a lot of people come in to see this lake. It's beautiful. You swim with jellyfish without worrying about getting stung. The other reason why I'm proud about it is these lakes are like laboratories for studies on evolution. Charles Darwin went to Galapagos and studied evolution with bird beaks. I can study here about jellyfish changing morphologies or sponges, or documenting how marine organisms react to change in the atmosphere or the climate.
It's the taste that's worth the wait. The mumu, the hangi, the laplap, the lovo. Wherever you come from in our region, it's that meal that's cooked for hours in the earth. And each place has its own style. In Samoa, it's the umu, a Sunday specialty for the traditional Samoan family, and a delicious treat for those of us who wandered past the Samoan umu demonstration at the Festival of Pacific Arts in Pango Pango.
In any occasion, we always serve food. And today with the caterers and all that, it's the whole idea behind it is to maintain our cultural identity through these arts, traditional arts that seems to be disappearing very slowly because of the introduction of easier, much quicker ways that technology has brought around to the world. We heat up the stones, and when they turn red hot, then they put in the food. Today we're preparing taro, tamu, the giant taro. We're also preparing parusami, which is taro leaves cooked with coconut cream. We'll have octopus that will be cooked in coconut cream. So all that goes into the umu, or the Samoan oven, when all the stones are hot, red hot. So we spread them out so that they're flat. Then we put the food in the middle. And then we cover them with banana leaves. Make sure that they are airtight, air sealed right around. Wait for an hour, open it up, serve lunch. It's a way of serving the matai. It's a way of serving the family. On Sunday, you see that the whole of Samoa is covered with smoke, because every family in Samoa prepares aumu for Sunday. It's a quick way of cooking food so that everybody is ready to go to church by 8 o'clock. When they come away from church at about 10 after 9 or 9:15, they open up the oven and have the afternoon tona feed.
That's all from us this week. You can see all our stories from right across the Pacific on our website. And I'll see you next week on Pacific Pulse. Bye for now.